Hello YouTube. Here back again. Got my Carhartt on. Got off work this morning about 2 o'clock. I woke up at 7, took a shower, went back to sleep. Shoot, oh here it is. And this is my scent of the day. Darn it, Rich Mitch is going live, so I'm gonna have to cut this short so I can get on there. And that is Gallia Reflection by Amelia Parfums. This is an eau de parfum concentration. This is actually a Dixit and Zach creation. I think that they just got it bottled through Amelia, or it's one of their companies, but this contains naturals and synthetics in it. A very beautiful, musky, ambery oud with a lot of musks, a lot of animalics in it. My friend Rudy from Time to Musk Up, he found this too hard to wear. I should have picked up his bottle of it, but I didn't because, I really didn't see a need at the time to have more than one bottle of this. But it's really nice. I really like it. Some nice fruits in there, very musky, very animalic. And the sandalwood in all of Dixit and Zach's creations are absolutely amazing. Some of the best Mysore sandalwood I've ever smelt. But this video is about a rant I have with the perfume industry, and I know that a couple of these might make some people mad. Well, I know one of these some people are going to disagree with me on, but to me, it cheapens the brand so much when they say that this is going to be a limited release, and then we're never going to make it again. And then guys like me hop on that train, they get on there, and we buy a bottle, and then a month later they say that, oh, we're going to make this part of our regular line. Yeah, it happened with Sayat Nova. I bought Sayat Nova. I got one of the few, original vintage bottles, and then they re-released it. I was like, what's up with this? It was supposed to be limited. No one was supposed to have it after the only like 400 or so people that had it. And I regrettably sold my bottle, even though it wasn't the type of fragrance that I like, and kind of wish I wouldn't have sold it. Kind of glad I sold it, but well, not really glad, but I sold it regardless. And these are 3 fragrances here. One, I'm not sure what the deal is with it, but the other 2, especially one, is what kind of really ticked me off. And I'm going to start with the one that it keeps popping up everywhere, and that is Dixit and Zach Emperor's Court. This is a beautiful Indian take on the Shipra. Man, this is really nice. This is really good perfume. Really great. Starts out nice, like a classic Shipra, almost borderlining a Fougere. And then it takes a complete Indian take with some oud, some ambergris, some musk, sandalwood. Takes it in a completely different direction that I've never smelled before. But the thing is, as with all Dixit and Zach creations, this is supposed to be a limited release, and it's been like almost a year since. Actually, it's been over a year. No, it's been right about a year since this has been released, and there are still bottles being sold at Nas Perfumes through Dixit and Zach and Splash Enterprise out of India. Shout out to my man Gaurav. And it kind of ticks me off because, I hopped on this thinking that, it would never be around. I love the note list. I loved the bottle. The price was really good. So I jumped on it. And then now a year later, they're still selling bottles when this was supposed to be limited. I'm not sure if they made too many bottles and they thought it was going to sell out. But I remember when it was sold out. It was out of stock everywhere. And then it's just so magically, a couple months ago, it's like it came back into production, or they re-released it, or they just, they had extra stock laying around and they tried to use the scarcity method to sell their perfumes. So this one right here, I think the same thing kind of happened, maybe. And that is MXXX by Iris Parfums. Ooh, like you pull your thumb out of someone's butt. Ah, yeah. A wonderful cacao ambergris fragrance. Absolutely beautiful. Really nice, and I love it. And the thing is, with all the perfumes I'm mentioning, I really like them, and that's what kind of ticks me off. But this one, supposed to be a limited release. Every time I see it or read about it, it says when the stock of bottles are gone, it's gone forever. Well, it hasn't gone out, so I'm not sure if they overdid the amount of bottles and they thought it was going to sell out more, or not a lot of people are buying it, or they say it's limited and they keep pushing out bottles. So not really sure on that one. But this last one, it was really supposed to be a limited release. It was supposed to be a one-time run-only fragrance, from my understanding. And I got it, and like 2 or 3 weeks later, he released a thing saying that they took this big vote on should we make this part of a regular line, and everyone said yes, and it became part of the normal line. And I was kind of mad. I thought about selling it. Sometimes when I get mad, I sell perfumes, which is kind of weird, but I guess everyone's weird. And this is Signature Royale X by Zaharoff. Now this was supposed to be a limited release. This is the only Zaharoff I own. I've sampled a couple other ones, but this is the only Zaharoff I own. And I really didn't like the fact that, really good bottle, honestly. You can just pick it up here and do this. It's not going to go anywhere. I really like the way it kind of fits in my hand. I can hold it from multiple angles, and it feels good in the hand. It's ribbed for my pleasure. But it really made me mad because this was supposed to be a limited release. I hopped on it. I got it at the pre-sale value. It shipped. I got here. And then they released, the normal amount of bottles they were going to release. And then it was like, oh, it's gone. And then all of a sudden, hey, we're going to re-release this because of popular demand, blah, blah, blah. And I thought to myself, well, how is the formula the same? I understand, I guess it has, some nice naturals in it. But how is it going to be the same, And I think it really cheapens brands when they do this. If it's going to be limited, make it limited. Just like with Arige Lador and Ensar Oud, they'll say, oh, this is limited. It can never be brought back because of the materials. And then they have like a part 2, a part 3, or they re-release it under the same name and say it's an EDP or a parfum or an extrait or something like that, or an attar. And, it really cheapens the brand, I think. Just like with, sending it to discounters and so on and so forth. That's a different topic. Yeah, what are some fragrances that were supposed to be limited releases that you all know of? Let me know in the comments. And they re-released it in their regular lines, so kind of sucks, but can't really do anything about it. I guess I'm sitting here rambling, but hope everyone has a great day.